I got attacked by a carp one time with a friend of mine, man. This is a great story. God, I still bust his balls about this even today, man. But we were out on the river one time, and he's a big dude, right? We used to play football together, right? And I was a little skinny wide receiver guy. He was a running back. He was probably 220, 230, all cut up at the time, right? And way bigger than me, right? And that's important to this story because we go back in this little cut one time, and there's a stump back there, and we're bass fishing, and we see these fish that were around this stump. And as we neared the stump, he goes, man, what are those fish there? And I said, oh, those are carp. And about the time that carp came out of my mouth, these fish start going fucking crazy, right? And they're swimming around the boat and they're just going ape shit. And it's like we got into a nest of them. Well, all this is pretty surreal to me, man. Yeah. I'm pretty chill, right? Well, these fish start flying out of the water, right? Bam. And like they start hitting the side of the boat. Bam, 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 right? And my friend who's in the back of the boat gets freaked out, right? And bear in mind, this is a big yoked up dude, right? He runs and hauls ass to the front of the boat, grabs me, pulls me in front of him like a shield, right? And these fish are flying in the boat and all this. One of them hits him in the leg, man. He's freaking out. The fish is in the back of the boat. Scales are flying everywhere, man.
And these are regular. They're not an Asian carp. They're just regular carp. Huh?
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the difference at all. But the one that hit him in the leg is in the back of the boat, and there's scales flying everywhere and all this. And this goes on for about a minute to where these fish are just flying and whacking the boat. And it was nuts, man. And I'm like, it felt like I was in another place. So after it calms down, we go weigh that fish in the back of the boat. And it was like a 19-pound fish that hit him in the leg. Really? And so we toss the fish back. We kind of get our bearings and we're laughing about it and goofing about it. Well, we finally get to a point where we start fishing again. And I start flipping the bait out there and all that. And he goes, hey, Aaron, man, I got a problem. And I go, what's that, man? He goes, I think I threw the rod. When the fish hit him in the leg, he threw the rod up in the air and the rod went in the water somewhere. And we ended up finding the rod. I went back to where the stump was and just kind of felt around on the ground because it was pretty shallow. And we found the rod. But to this day, I will never let him live that down. And him using me as a shield to shield him against these terrible carp that are attacking us.
Yes,
right?
That's crazy.
So it was a hell of a story, man.